Welcome back to a Good Day, where you know how much we love local and we like weird on occasion too. Imagine coming home from work and finding all your photos and knickknacks rearranged or your furniture in different places. Well, it happens, we understand, especially in Waterville. Julia Wiley is here from Haunted Waterville. Thank you for being here today.
Well, thank you for having me.
You know, we were chatting earlier and 4th of July is over, and we know Kaylee Bowers, if she's listening right now, she has already focused on, you know, fall.
Sure.
And all that comes with that spooky season. So Waterville has got a history for maybe some haunted things happening, huh?
Well, it really does. And there's been haunted Waterville stories for hundreds of years. And we just sort of focused in on that over COVID and started to talk to people that have had those paranormal experiences and found out there were a lot more people than we thought.
Wow. So you decided you're going to do a little tour and people can come on board and hear about all of these tales, huh?
Certainly. So we sort of patterned this on places like Charleston or Savannah, where people love to go on the haunted tours, right? And it turned out that Waterville has every bit as much to offer as those cities have in terms of their haunted heritage.
Wow. So people can sign up. You've got some tours coming up. There's one coming up on the 13th of this month, and then
Correct.
You've got some, you know, between now and the end of October, spooky season. So take us through the tour. I mean, obviously you're not going to give away all of the secrets, but how does this work?
Okay, well, our tour is a little different than some of the other places. It's actually a lot more content to it. So the first 45 minutes of your tour you spend in Robin's house, and you get a very small group experience with usually a paranormal investigator, maybe a medium. We even have a tarot interpreter who will come for one of the nights, and they do a program based on what they do and how they do it, and for some of them things they have found even in Waterville, but usually just the entire region. Okay. And it's fascinating. It's a question answer. You know, as I say, it's a small group experience. The second 45 minutes though is on the horse-drawn trolley. And that is where we take you past all of these homes and these businesses that are currently experiencing paranormal activity. And we tell you what we've learned about those places.
Yeah, give us a little insight, maybe a story or two that people have witnessed happening.
Sure, and I can talk about a new stop on our tour this year, and it's called 3rd Street Blooms. And it was a home for many, many years, and then it was turned into a commercial place of business. And the owner of that property will tell you, in fact, she comes onto the trolley when she's available and actually tells her stories firsthand to the people there. All kinds of really odd happenings, being able to see movement. The term plaid keeps coming up, like seeing a spirit wearing a plaid shirt. Those kind of things. Bells ringing when there's no one in the shop and all the doors are locked. Just that type of thing, and very repetitively. So it's not just a one-time only thing. There's still activity going on there today.
Wow. And so with that first half of the tour, when you have the medium or you have somebody in there, they can kind of, you know, explain maybe what could be going on with these. So it's really interesting to have both of those angles. You know, you do the actual tour, but you also get maybe some of that behind it as well, so to help you understand as you're going through the tour.
Well, that's what we thought, because myself included, a lot of people don't really know maybe a ghost hunter, or they might not know a medium, and if you don't know, then you've probably never talked to someone and you don't really know how they go about doing what they do. So we thought it would really add a lot to the experience to have that extra information before you even went on the tour, because most of the places on our tour have been investigated by paranormal investigators, and that has brought to the fore even more information about what's going on there and what spirits might be there.
Okay, I was watching some of the video, and it looks like the trolley was going past, what is it, Columbia House?
Columbian House.
So I just drove past there yesterday because my family and I went for a picnic in Waterville, and it's a beautiful place to go do that. So do you have any, can you tell me a little bit about that place?
Certainly. Well, that is what first drew our interest, because there have been stories about Columbian House over 100 years. And we thought originally, let's just collect up those stories. But we actually have talked to people who worked there while it was still open as a restaurant. And we talked to one gentleman who was was only 15 and a half. It was his first job ever.
Wow.
And to this day, he's now in his 50s, and to this day, he remembers every single fact involved in his experience of seeing an object move through space with no one there.
Wow. So these are the sorts of things you'll get to hear about and experience on this tour. As I mentioned, you've got one coming up on the 13th of this month, but you've got several other dates on the calendar as well. But you do what, 5 tours a night?
We do 5 tours a night, and you go, like I say, the first half's in the Robbins House Museum, and then you board the trolley. And so as the trolley returns, that next group goes on. So yeah, they go on 5 different times a night, and the evening, the 8:15 ones are very, very popular. But to be honest, we experience sellouts a lot all the way through the season, which for us is summer through fall. And we will probably be adding a time or two as we get into the fall season.
September, October, when you get closer. So for now, people can get, what, do they go online to get tickets? You
can get your tickets right online. You make your own reservation. You pay right there. It's www.watervillehistory.org. And one of the very top things you can click on is Haunted Waterville, and it'll take you all the way through different dates. You can reserve tickets now through the end of the season to just choose your date, choose your time, and how many tickets you want.
Very good. Lots of fun.
It is a lot of fun. People love it.
Yes, it's been very popular. Thank you so much for being here today.
Well, thank you.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Let's